Hey guys, this is Sal and welcome to this exclusive episode of Weekly Mastermind where we are going to do the top-down approach analysis of what all we saw in last 3 weeks of October month as well as what all we can expect in last 1 week, because is this particular base formation, you can consider this support zone which is formed on Bank Nifty, whether it is going to sustain or it is going to break down. That's what is the major topic which we are going to discuss by today's day, because right now since last 2 to 3 weeks there is some sort of retracement as well which we have already seen, and this is not a retracement actually, this is a reversal. But is this particular reversal going to continue further, or this is like a major support zone formation? That's what we are going to discuss further into this particular video as well. And first and foremost, if you're someone who is new to our YouTube channel or even on our Facebook page, welcome to this particular video and welcome to the community of the Achievers Club as well, where we post every single week on you can consider on Saturday we post technical Saturday series, and on Sunday we usually post weekly mastermind at 5 p.m. sharp itself, where we do the in technical Saturday we discuss about one technical topic, and weekly mastermind is where we do the overall top-down approach analysis. So if you're someone who is completely unaware about what is stock market, what is technical analysis, you should jump into technical Saturday series. And if you're completely aware about what is technical analysis, what is RSI, what is moving average, and so on, so you should definitely watch this particular series as well. So weekly mastermind for 22nd of October 2023, where first and foremost we will look up at market index, then what are the outperforming and underperforming sectors, some of the weekly gainers and losers from Nifty 50, then comes trending and tracking stocks and some of the cup pattern stocks which we have already discussed. And in this particular episode I'm going to share some of the new cup pattern stocks as well, which you can definitely track and trade. So market index, all the indices are completely on the downside, and mid cap 50 has given like slightly higher panicness as compared to other indices, and India VIX is on the upper side. USD INR is also in control, so no such signs of concern as of now. Like complete bearishness is not we are able to see right now. It's like smaller sign of concern, and it can get reversal as well, where we can see furthermore momentum on the upper side. Then comes Nifty 50, where we have monthly above 60, squeeze open on the upside, but not walk off the band. And this is like a red candle which is being formed. And weekly time frame, for the very first time after almost May or June month, it has broken down of RSI 60, but it is above moving average itself. And on daily time frame, it is already sustaining between 40-60. And this is not a major base formation in terms of Nifty 50, because it is already sustaining above the previous bottom, which was almost around the zone of 19,250. And this particular base which is being formed, that is 19,550. But we don't know whether this particular base is a base itself, or else it can continue the retracement on the downside as well, where it can take 40 support. But as of now, the only expectation which we have for Nifty 50 is that there is a possibility that it can take moving average support on weekly time frame, and then it can take the daily time frame as well on the upper side, because monthly time frame is already above 60. So overall long term perspective is looking bullish. Then comes Bank Nifty, where monthly is above 60, squeeze open on the upside but not walk off the band. It's been 3 months where it has given a retracement on the downside. On weekly it is already sustaining between 40-60 below moving average, and on daily time frame it is exactly around the zone of 39, almost 38, 39. And since last 2 days it is forming a candle where there is a bigger shadow as well, and this is also one of the candle pattern which is like a reversal pattern once it gets proper confirmation. And even if you observe minutely, then the previous bottom which was being formed, that RSI was already below 40, but the current RSI of the current candle, although the price range is same, but RSI is on the upper side, which is almost around 38, 39. So from this point of time, there is a possibility that in upcoming week, once we get proper confirmation on Monday, by maximum Wednesday, because Tuesday the markets are going to be shut based on the festival of Dasera. So based on that thing, there is a possibility that we can see proper base formation after proper confirmation and so on. And furthermore, we can see very good momentum as well on the upper side. And if you look up at sector specific, except auto, all the sectors were on the downside, and some of the weakest performing sectors were like realty, which was down by 2.19. Then we had metal, which was down by 1.58, and so on. So even some of the sectors are slightly on the flattest side. Auto is on the flattest side, like 0.32, which is not that bigger move. And even energy is up by 0.90 and pharma is up by 0.83. So overall, like both are on the downside, and media is also down by 0.67. So overall perspective as of now is not that bigger. Like you can consider the bigger picture is not that complete bearish, although there is some sign of bearishness, but not that bigger sign. Then comes sector specific charts, where we have Nifty IT monthly has freshly resisted to cross 60 with a red candle. Weekly has also given proper resistance of 60 from being bullish to not so bullish. And even this particular concept is what I've already shared into the last video of Technical Saturday series, where I've mentioned about RSI range shift. If you haven't yet attended, make sure you watch that particular video after this particular weekly mastermind session. Then we have Nifty IT, which is exactly at the base, almost around 38, 39. And this is also like a triple bottom, which is being formed slightly below that support zone. Then comes Nifty Auto, Nifty IT, we can definitely avoid in upcoming week as well. Then we have Nifty Auto, monthly, weekly, daily, all are above 60. And on daily, there is a possibility that it can take proper 60 support, which becomes like System 3 advanced itself. And auto sector is performing very good. So we can primarily focus upon auto stocks itself. Then we have Nifty Metal, monthly above 60, weekly has freshly resisted to cross 60, proper range shift as well from being bullish to not so bullish. And daily time frame is already between 40 60. So medium term and short term trend are slightly in sideways zone, so we can avoid this sector, that is Nifty Metal. Then we have Nifty FMCG, monthly above 60, squeeze open on the upside with a green candle but not walk off the band. Weekly is coinciding with moving average as of now, and it's almost around 58 59. And on daily time frame as well, it has given smaller retracement from like the previous highs which were being formed, and right now it is breaking down of moving average as well. So FMCG we can definitely avoid in upcoming week, and similarly until and unless it does not breaks out of 60 on daily time frame, it's not gonna make sense. Then comes Nifty Energy, monthly has again resisted to cross 60, weekly is trying to sustain above 60, and daily has also resisted to cross 60 twice. So there is a possibility that Nifty Energy can again sustain between 40 60 itself, and it can pull the weekly time frame, that is medium term trend, into a sideways zone, and all the three times will become sideways, so we can completely avoid this sector. Then we have Nifty Pharma, monthly above 60, weekly above 60, and daily is already between 40 60. So as of now, until and unless it is not breaking out of 60 on daily time frame or breaking down of 40, we will not get any proper long or short positions, because this is like a sideways zone itself. Then comes Nifty Infra, monthly above 60, squeeze open on the upside, walk off the band with a spinning top. And this is like a reversal pattern. But as I've already mentioned, that upcoming week is going to decide whether that particular candle is going to be bullish or bearish. So we will have to definitely wait for upcoming week itself. Weekly is completely sustaining above 60, so no such signs of panicness. And daily is slightly in a retracement mode, but still we can see furthermore momentum on upper side. So until and unless we don't get proper confirmations, we can keep this sector onto our tracking list. Then we have Nifty Realty, monthly above 60, squeeze open on the upside, walk off the band, all-time high zone. Weekly is also having same confirmations, but if you notice you can consider minute way, then we are having class A multiple divergence on weekly time frame for Nifty Realty, and daily slightly almost around 57, 58. So I guess this particular thing, this is what it is all about. And then comes Nifty Media, where monthly is almost around 60 again at that point of time, and weekly is giving red candle, and daily time frame is already between 40 60. So let's see how it performs in upcoming week. Then we have weekly best performers from Nifty 50. First and foremost, we have Bajaj Auto, which is up by 8.65. Then we have Hero MotoCorp, which is up by 3.64. Then we have Cipla, Dr. Reddy, Coal India, Z Entertainment, and Yes Bank. So it's like a combination of many stocks, that is auto sector, pharma sector, and entertainment and banking sector as well. Then we have weekly best worst performers. First and foremost, we have Wipro, which is down by 4.67. We have Bajaj Finance down by 3.51. We have UPL, Hindustan Unilever, LT, GAIL, and Adani Ports. These are some of the weakest performing stocks. Then we have some of the trend following stocks. And as of now, at the time we are recording this particular video, there are very less number of stocks which are actually very trending and which can be traded, because right now there are a lot of stocks which are actually giving retracement and reversals as well. So even there are a lot of stocks which are actually breaking down of RSI 40 as well. So at this point of time, we will have to be very cautious in order to trade into trend following or tracking stocks, which I'm going to mention further, because once market forms a base and it starts performing well, then these are the stocks which are already sustaining above 60, or those are breaking out of 60. Those are the stocks which will run as soon as possible, and they will run very quickly. So these are the stocks which I'm mentioning, which you can definitely track and trade in upcoming week based on your proper risk management. So first and foremost, we have SBI Life, monthly fresh breakout of 60, weekly also fresh breakout, and daily is already sustaining above 60. So this is the trade which can definitely be like System 3 trade as well. And if you're someone who is a diamond member of our community, this is also a stock which you can trade based on System 5 as well. So make sure you track and trade for upcoming week. Then we have Colpal, monthly above 60, weekly above 60, daily is also above 60, but it was in a consolidation zone. So we will have to wait for proper candle formation so that we can execute low risk, high reward trade into this. Then we have LNTFH, L&T Finance, monthly above 60, weekly above 60, dailies. You can consider consolidating, and as of now, it's almost consolidating with RSI 60 itself. So there is a possibility that once we get proper volume on the upper side, we can see further momentum. Then we have Bsoft. It's at the resistance of monthly time frame. This is not a very huge cup, but this is almost a cup of you can consider 1 year, 10 months, almost around 2 years, which you can calculate around value. And weekly and daily both are at the resistance. And even since last 2 weeks, we are actually tracking this particular stock. And in upcoming week, once it breaks out of this particular trend line resistance, we can definitely trade. And resistance is almost around the zone of 550. So that's also like a very good round figure. And then comes Coal India, monthly, weekly, daily, all are above 60. So we can definitely wait for either like moving average support or 60 support, or else if it is not giving any retracement, we can definitely trade based on hourly and 15 minutes time frame, because hourly and 15 minutes both are the time frame where in any ways any of the stock is going to give smaller retracement or a correction. So that is the best opportunity for us to execute the trade if that particular stock is actually not giving retracement on daily time frame. Then comes some of the tracking stocks where first and foremost, we have IndusInd Bank, monthly, weekly are above 60. Daily was completely in a consolidation zone in terms of price action and in terms of RSI as well. But in last 2 days, it has given very good volume. So there is a possibility that we can see furthermore breakout on the upper side. Then we have Tata Consumers, monthly above 60, weekly is also above 60, but it has formed a red candle as of now. But on daily time frame, after a spinning top, it has formed a green candle, and even on moving average. So this could be like a double confirmation, because the function of spinning top after you can consider after a confirmation, whether a green or a red, it becomes like a 5-star signal. And right now RSI is also not RSI, but moving average is also supporting. And once RSI also breaks out, so that becomes like a 7-star and 10-star trade as well. Then comes Bharti Airtel, monthly above 60, weekly above 60, daily has taken proper 60 support and even moving average support as well. So definitely this can be traded based on system 3 advance with very low risk, high reward opportunity based on individuals' risk management. And then comes Lupin, monthly, weekly, daily, all are above 60. Daily has given smaller retracement, but based on 60 support, again, system 3 advanced trade. Then we have NMDC, like a proper trend line breakout on a monthly time frame, and it has also broken out of RSI 60. So that's a good sign. Weekly is also sustaining above 60, daily is also sustaining, but right now, based on like 60 support, we can definitely trade this particular stock. So some of the previous cup pattern stocks, we have like DB Realty, where the resolution point was around 168.70 and current market price is around 158.80. But at this point of time, this is the stock which has not yet given any confirmation. So we can still wait for the confirmation. We can still wait for the breakout on this particular stock. Then comes Mahabank, that is Bank of Maharashtra, where the resolution point was around 41.95 and current market price is around 43.80. And in last 1 or 2 weeks, it has given smaller correction as well. So based on that particular correction, we can trade based on change in polarity, and with very low risk, high reward opportunities, we can re-enter and even pyramid more positions. Then we have PCBL, resolution point was around 159.40 and current market price is around 202.75. So this particular stock has already given very good move, but we can still trade based on like a swing trade. As of now, if you look up at the overall cup pattern strategy, then this trade is out, because risk management will not be applicable on this, like proper 4% and 2% filter. But right now, we can definitely trade based on system 3 or system 3 advanced once we get proper confirmations in daily time frame. Then comes GAIL, that is Gas Authority of India Limited, where a resolution point was around 133.15 and current market price around 125.05. So breakout is yet to happen. Then comes some of the new companion stocks for this particular week. First and foremost, we have Murudkera, something that's the name, and the resolution point is around 58.5 and current market price around 61.55. So it has already broken out, and definitely in upcoming week we can trade based on 4% filter on the upside and 2% filter on the downside for entry and stop loss price for the expected results of 10, 20, and 30% on the upper side. Then we have NBCC, where the resolution point is around 68.85 and current market price is around 68.50. And have a look at volume as well. This is for the very first time since last 10 to 12 years, almost not 10 to 12, almost 8 to 9 years, because the data is from 2014 itself. So it has not given that kind of volume which it is giving right now. So that's a very good opportunity for us in order to trade into this stock as well. So these are some of the tracking, trending, and like outperforming and underperforming sectors, as well as some of the cup pattern stocks for this particular week. I hope that you're absolutely clear about the overall analysis. Even if not, Like even if you're unaware about what is RSI range shift, bullish to bearish, not so bullish to not so bearish and all, in yesterday's video, that is Technical Saturday series, I think it was episode 18, where we have already discussed about RSI range shift. And even if you're watching this on YouTube, you can definitely search out for RSI range shift by Sahil Popli, or you can search out by RSI range shift by the Achievers Club and so on. You can search out with community name or my name as well. It would be hands-on, like both of those are okay. And this is it for this particular session of Weekly Mastermind. And in upcoming week, make sure you are not being too much aggressive in order to have long trades, because it's like a major base formation, and let that particular base get formed. And even if I tell you honestly at this point of time, then there are lot of stocks in equity itself, because right now whatever stocks I've mentioned, those are only based on futures and options. But not yesterday, on Friday's Inner Circle Mastermind session, which we actually have only for our paid members of the Achievers Club, we did the overall analysis, and we got almost more than 120 or 150 stocks which can be traded in upcoming week based on system 3 itself, right? So you will have to be cautious about you will be have to cautious about which stocks to trade at what point of time, because right now all the indices are giving smaller correction as well. So if we want to have continuous income, if we want to trade, right, so you can definitely trade into only cash specific stocks as well. And even in upcoming videos, if you are unaware about how do we actually filter out those stocks, I'll make those videos on Technical Saturday series. And looking forward to see you in upcoming videos. And again, you can consider again a quick note at this point of time, a quick update, that almost from next 2 weeks, no, from next 2 week onwards, that is, skip this next week which is going to come up, that is like the Dashera week and so on. From upcoming week, we are going to have, or maximum to maximum, skip the 2 weeks, and from the next week onwards, we will have our own podcast series, where I've already mentioned in yesterday's video that we will have guest speaker from every other aspects of life, where they have achieved some results into their life, not some, but they have achieved excellence into their life, and they're not into trading and investing. Most of them are not going to be in trading and investing, but how they have actually fulfilled their life, and how they have freedom of choice into their own current life, based on not just by following trading, investing and other things, but how they have applied their own expertise into their own topics, and how they have achieved that particular results. That's what we are going to discuss into that particular podcast series. So looking forward to see you in upcoming new initiatives and in upcoming new videos as well. Till then, make sure you share your biggest takeaways below this particular video, and share this particular video with your friends and loved ones. And if you like this particular video, make sure you hit that particular like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Till then, live fully, love openly, and make the difference today. I wish you joy and abundance in all you do.